And you're hot.
And you're hot.
Ooh, but you're hotter.
No, but you're hottest.
Woohoo! Stop
Woohoo.
it. Hello, everyone.
Happy Sunday. Happy August 18th.
Who dis?
Of 2024.
Who dis? New platform.
In the year of 2024.
So.
What's going on, guys?
Huh?
What?
No matter which one. Any different, Stanley? Wow.
What happened?
We got a private message from William.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. So anyway, hello everybody. Sorry about that. Somebody sent me a private message which shuts down my entire screen for a few seconds. So I become majorly distracted. So then the Queen takes over.
Gabriel says the YouTube stream is slow today, about 15 seconds behind Twitch.
Yeah, everything is slow today. Are you also aware that you are stopped streaming on X? Yeah, but we just redid it. Let's see if it's up again. Because it was this. Okay, so here's the deal. As I told you before, and I'll tell you again, they keep changing the setup.
Restream?
Yeah. So they can't edit your scheduled X events. View on X. Okay, so we're streaming now on X, just so you know. But apparently they changed a new thing now where there's a link there that if you have a stream, you can stream our stream while you're streaming your stream. So we can stream streams while streaming streams.
And we all scream for ice cream.
That's streams. Speaking of ice cream, yesterday we had some Ritas.
That's ice water. But earlier in the week we had Mr. Softy. What?
It is not ice water.
Oh, that's what you called it.
No.
Oh.
Water ice.
I'm sorry. Water ice. I apologize.
You know, this is one of the world's hottest peppers.
What's it called?
It's hot. It's what if you chew it, your mouth will catch on fire.
Okay.
If you make another mistake, you have to take a bite of this every time you make a mistake.
No.
Yeah. So this is your punishment today.
No. I made no mistake. I had the same. I called it water ice.
Oh, no.
Right?
William, it's fine. It's just that it pops up on the private chat. And for some reason, when it pops up, the way it's set up, I can't see anything. So then Diane has to take over. I got to mention the last time when we did tornado warning, I had to shelter inside the community center locker room. Some guy decided to walk around the locker room nude. Oh, wow. Hello, Simon.
Well, that was really random.
Well, yeah, it was random. Which one? Hello, Simon?
No, Gabriel's.
Yeah. And they've changed it again where I can't even see my own. Oh, there it is. The chat. There we go. Whew.
It looks like the sun rays are like in my face, doesn't it?
Because you know why?
Why?
Because you're hot. Me softer. So anyway, here's the deal.
Me softer.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
me
I think she meant
Mr. Softy.
Softy. Well, she took it back on here.
Oh, it's still here. I get to see it.
Betty Veronica.
So okay,
we knew what you meant.
If you're joining for the first time, we're reading chats as we talk.
Yeah.
And we talk about this is the Millennial-Boom. I am the millennial.
I'm the boomer, as you clearly can tell.
So,
I look like a boomer,
right?
A baby boomer.
Yeah, she's a baby boomer, and I'm a millennial.
Millennial.
So I don't know anything. No.
I'm sorry, what?
What are you getting
Are you
upset?
about to badmouth millennials?
No, I would never do that.
Okay. Well, I'm
Hello,
a little
Charlie.
bit on the older side. I don't know technology well.
Right, and I'm on the younger side, and I'm very versed in technology. Hence the setup I made here, so that we could chit chat and scallywag. So anyway, if you're joining us, we're here to have fun. We don't do politics. So if you're here to discuss anything about politics, we're not here to do it. But feel free to join us in the chat. We're on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr. Bally TV. You can participate in the chat on that one. You also have the ability to participate on the chat on YouTube, Mr. Bally TV on YouTube. I recommend you go there as well. We're also on Facebook. If you're on my Facebook page, you can see us. And if you're there, and if you're on LinkedIn, you can also enjoy what we're doing. But if you want to jump in on the chat, go to one of the other accounts that I mentioned earlier.
You can't chat on LinkedIn?
I don't know because
I think you can.
I've seen them.
Yeah,
but lately people have saying they can't do it. So I don't know. Everything changes. It's fluid. One day it works, one day it doesn't. I come back on. There's new people. There's no people. There's no links. So it's like, how do you keep track? And I think it's important that when you make changes,
to
Changes
communicate
should
them?
be, hey, by the way, we made a change. So when you log in and you can't get in anything, it's because we made changes. Changes.
No.
Yes.
So
So we had Rita's Italian water ice, not ice. Can you imagine all that branding you go through? Yeah, we're going to call it Rita's Italian water ice. And then you go, yeah, Rita's Italian ice water. It's like, it's a totally different thing. That's like a glass with water in it. Can I get a cherry ice water? Can I get a banana ice water? All that branding. Just like when I when I used to be people behaving badly, no matter how branding you do it, people go, hey, aren't you from Seven on Your Side badly?
Or aren't you that guy acting badly?
Yeah, Stanley behaving badly. And other people say, I sent you an email. Well, where'd you send it to? Stanley Roberts behaving badly. I'm like, where'd you get that email address from? It's random email address.
Okay, it was an accident. I was like, I'm also like a little bit on the tired side, so I might misspeak from time to time tonight.
And we're going to talk about it. Charlie Sturm asked a good question. Did you catch people passing the school bus? The answer is yes. I have a video right now that's on YouTube called Unusual Stops, a series of unusual traffic stops. And I wrote that because I come up with a title when I'm out there doing something, or using the camera mic or the one you have set up in front of you. Seems like a lot back in the room. I did notice that too. Let me check.
I don't hear an echo, do you?
It sounds a little echoey.
Okay.
But let me just check the audio and see.
Gabriel says Diane is tired. Well, this is going to be entertaining.
It is. Hold on.
Point that out, Disneyland.
I thought it sounded a little bit.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there we go. That's why it sounded like that.
Okay, how do we sound now?
See, everything changes and all the settings I have got wiped out. So yes, it may still be a little bit echoey, but I'll turn this down a little bit, and that cuts down some of the echo. Better. Okay.
Yeah, better.
Can you still hear me? I hope you can.
Oh, thank you, Brad.
Thank you, Brad, on the go for the $4.99 super chat.
I was gonna say for the big bucks.
That's his whole name, Big Bucks
Bradley. But Brad on the go, thanks for the big bucks, $4.99.
So back to this original story. So once a month, San Mateo County has something called STEP. STEP is an acronym for Saturation Traffic Enforcement Program. And they go out, and we've been doing this for 10, 15 years. We were doing it before it was called STEP. And we go out and we target different different cities in San Mateo County. Mm-hmm. And it's a bunch of traffic cops. It's traffic cops out doing traffic stops. So if you're out there during those times, and they announce them, so it's not a surprise, it's no secret. They do it once a month, and I usually attend, except for when I was in Arizona. But during the time I was in Arizona, I could attend because of COVID, they stopped them.
Oh, they stopped doing steps?
Yeah, because...
Or they stopped doing the ride-along?
They stopped doing steps and ride-along for a little bit. It was a little bit of a pause because they wanted to, focus on people getting wellness, I guess.
Yeah, well, and also because COVID was, I think, people were so uncertain. They didn't know much about it, so they had to take all the precautions.
So in this particular one, I wrote, and here's why I do what I do. So I show up, I get the invite, I just can't run out and jump in a police car and say, hey, I'm going to ride with you today. It has to be like set up. So there's a bunch of people that come together, and in this case, they put me with an officer from Redwood City. And the reason why I like to ride with the officer that is a sponsored city, and Redwood City was a sponsored city, Redwood City and Menlo Park. But since Redwood City was the first agency, what I do is I ask for to ride with the officer from that city because they know the areas, they know the hot spots. Usually. With STEP, if someone, they know some spots, but then a lot of people converge on the same spots, and you notice to see a saturation around that area. But when you have someone who knows the area, they tend to know where some of the spots are because they're there every day. So this gentleman I went out with, I'm almost going to say his name right, because it's like, it's Granado, Officer Granado. He's been with them for 8 years, but he just got on the traffic. So we're out doing our thing, and it's weird for some people because for the first time you get in the car with an officer, they don't know what to expect. They think that, number one, the camera is on 24/7, and everything they say, everything they do is being recorded, which isn't true. I only record when we think we have something. What does record full time is the GoPro that I have in there. And once it records, once we get the traffic's out, and I use that to cut back and forth. That's a trick I learned in Arizona. When I used to do it a long time ago, the ones you all loved, I didn't I only had the one camera. And I would mount a GoPro in the window to shoot out if I was shooting a driving shot, but I never incorporated it into everything. So it's interesting because we're riding around and he's looking for stuff, and then we see this school bus on the side of the road. I'm like, I wonder if he's going to pull over and turn his lights on. And if he does, then everybody on that side of the road needed to come to a complete stop. And he pulled over at first. We were already at a red light, so we had nowhere to go. We watching, and all the cars that went past, there was like no cars there. I was like, oh, okay, so it looks like this was a dud. But then this one blue car comes down the road, and we see him see the lights and then begin to move over to avoid the lights. Well, that's your first violation. But then he decided that when we got behind him to pull him over for a little over half a mile, he decided he wasn't going to stop. And that's what the piece was. And you see it, and I pepper it back and forth because it took that long for him to stop. And you hear me at the beginning say, wow, is this going to end up in Santa Cruz? He goes, at this point it might. Because that's how long we were behind him with the lights blaring, the lights flashing, the lights blaring. And dude just refused to stop. And then but I'm not going to tell you the whole story. Go to my, when you get a chance, go to my YouTube channel and watch it. It's the latest one I posted. And what you won't realize is how long it is, but you won't realize how long it is because you'll be so engrossed in it that before you know it, it's over.
And all these people you stopped, this was like just the one ride along, right?
Yeah. Yes. It's just the one ride along. And it's crazy because someone asked, well, wait, is this over a few days? No. This is over a few weeks. This is a bunch of weeks of video you just put together to come up with a compilation. No, this was actually, and the reason why I say 6 hours, because the briefing is at 8. So we brief from 8 to 8:30. And then we go to our areas that we're going to look at. And at that point, that day, the officer of the robbery had a problem with his computer. So we were stuck in the parking lot for about another half an hour. So we didn't even get out of the parking lot till 9. So we were from 9 till 11:30, which we went to lunch. And we went to lunch way up in Highway 35. So that's like a 45-minute drive to go to lunch. It's a nice place. We can eat, enjoy the bunch, get a good salad. I had salad. They have great burgers. It's called Alice's. Love that place. And they're having a whole conversation here about the lag difference.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And so we're up there, we're eating, and then we come back down. And within that time frame, I think totally we did 6 hours. Mm-hmm. And in 6 hours we had, and trust me, those stops were only half of the stops we made, but those are the stops that stood out. And the lady that was perpendicular to the road, we see that all the time, but rarely is there a cop around to catch them. So we're stuck. We can't go nowhere. She's literally sitting this way, and I'm like, wait, what is going on?
In the middle of the road.
In the middle of El Camino Real, which is a highway, a state highway. So, and then the gentleman, of course, I didn't do anything wrong, so I don't have to stop.
Well, let them watch it.
Yeah, watch them.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the questions were, do you do ride-alongs? I haven't seen you do. I don't typically do a lot of. I've done some night ride-alongs, but they're not your typical ride-alongs.
Yeah.
So if
and
I do
Step normally does ride-alongs during the day. Yeah.
So my other the other nighttime ones were like buy bus when they're doing shoulder tap. Which shoulder tap is when they they see if a grown person will buy a minor alcohol, and they go up and ask, a minor will go up and say, hey, I'm not opening up the drink. Would you mind buying me a beer? Well, the person that asks is a decoy. So if you decide to buy them a beer, then you've just violated the law for buying alcohol for minors. And the other thing is they use buy bust. So in other words, if they have a juvenile go into the store and buy alcohol, and if you don't, that's why you ever go to the store and you wonder why they're checking my ID. Because
even though it's obvious that we're over 21.
We're over 21. Because if you don't, they get in trouble for not checking people's ID. Mm-hmm. And the worst thing that could happen to a store is to lose their liquor license.
Because that's expensive.
A liquor license is what pays for most stores' business.
Right. I mean, when I say that's expensive, meaning to say they lose a lot of business.
Yeah. Not El Camino. El Camino.
I think she's calling it Hell Camino, though.
Yeah, it is pretty messy. Your last video series stops a lot like the old. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying that it's like the old caught misbehaving videos. And yes, they are. And I wanted to do that to give you that feel of. And what I found out is when I do the old style of storytelling, the traffic is like through the roof. Like right now, that video is somewhere around over 1,000 views in 24 hours. Which when I was doing,
that means people like your old style.
they like the old style. So you have to sometimes play around with styles to see what works and what doesn't work. Now here's the catch. So what people were doing was they were complaining that my old style was, I was, what's the word I'm looking for? Shaming people, even though I wasn't shaming anyone. And sometimes perception is the new reality. So the perception of shaming is not true, but people believe what they hear. It's kind of like fake videos, which we're going to talk about today as well.
Or they see what they want to see.
They see what they want to see, or they don't see what they want to see. And so all my videos that I do for ride-alongs, nothing is staged. Everything is 100% legit. I have to shoot it all, come back, go through the video, and then figure out how to put the story together. And it's not always as simple as it seems. Like I'll write a story, and then I'll unwrite it. And then I'll rewrite it, and then I'll unwrite it again because it doesn't fit to where I think it should go. If the opening doesn't jump out, and then I go back and look at analytics. For example, I used to have an opening that had, the music. Looked like I'm losing my mind, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And I thought, okay, this is great. Little opening, it's me. It's kind of my signature. But then I go back and look at the analytics, and it would be, and people will look at that and think, oh, it's at the end, so it must be over, and they drop out. So then the numbers drop.
That's so weird, though, because because if you're really paying attention, that would not make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Anderson's here.
Yes.
Hey.
Hello, Mr. Anderson. So.
What's up, D-Fong?
Yeah, I always get the accusation of shaming and snitching people in my videos. Yeah, so I've been called a snitch, I'm shaming people. And it got so bad that some agencies I worked with were saying, hey, when we did a bunch of videos for PSAs for a county out here. We did 7 of them, but we had them done in different languages, so it made them like 48 videos. And the first thing they said to us was, well, we don't want you to do videos that shame people. Which made me realize that that's where that came from.
Yeah. So
we had to literally hire actors and actresses to do the PSAs, which I knew that already, but the stigma of people saying it, that it becomes fact when it's not fact. It's just people making up stuff because right now we're in a society where the criminals are coddled and the people who are trying to do the right thing are ostracized. It's all backwards. It's like opposite world we're living right now.
Yeah.
It's like somebody changed the matrix to say, let's try it this way. So a good example, the video. You stop people. Oh, how dare, why'd you stop him? You should have given him that ticket. I'm like, okay, first of all, I didn't give him a ticket.
You never give anyone a ticket.
And then, the cop should have made the cop should have made the fine lower. The cops don't issue.
The cops don't make up the fines either. Yeah.
The fines are controlled by the judges and the courts.
The police, they don't create the laws either. Just an FYI, they enforce them.
I want to take a moment to welcome a couple of people that are here. So the doctor is here from the United Kingdom, and this guy is great because he uses language that I can't understand because it's United Kingdom language. So like bugger. I know you're laughing like I know it's English, but it's
United Kingdom language.
Yeah, like
it's just the way you said it.
No,
I can't understand it because it's United Kingdom language.
No, but like bugger. Like you're a little bugger.
You mean the kind of like the terminology?
Their terminology
terms are different. Yeah,
a little bit different. So he called me, you're a bugger, and I'm like, what the hell is a bugger? And I have to look it up because in America,
so
a bugger.
What's a bugger?
A bugger is like cheeky. So cheeky is the word they use too.
What's cheeky?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you explain to me?
Well, I'll have the doctor explain to you. So snitchers get stitches. Snitchers grr tickets.
Grr.
So it's funny about snitching because the average person doesn't even understand the definition of snitching. Snitching means that you are ratting on someone else so you don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, you're snitching. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what snitching means, but people take it.
Thank you, vernacular.
People take it and say that snitching just means it is snitching is like telling on someone else so you don't get in trouble. But people take snitching nowadays as just telling on others.
Yeah. Massive world. The world has turned.
Massive Wells.
I know, but is that backwards?
The world has turned
I don't know what he's trying to say there.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
You're quite the cheeky fellow. So cheeky means like funny. Bugger meaning, like, I don't even know. I notice your thumbnail graphics are all over the place and sometimes non-existent. Does that seem to make a difference in views?
What thumbnail?
I think he means my...
Your watermark.
So here's what I found out. I found this out the other day. I put my watermark on... I told Diane this today. I put my watermark on videos so that way people don't claim it's theirs, which people do. However, social media says if you put a watermark, they won't even offer it up to other people.
So it won't be meaning to say they won't push it out there for people to see?
Yeah. And I think he means their YouTube thumbnails. And the YouTube thumbnails, I'm getting more better. Is it more better?
Just better.
I'm getting
You're just getting better.
You mean like a weighing scale?
Okay, you asked though. You just asked. If you didn't really want to know, don't ask. You don't have to clown me. We're not even talking about scales.
No, but you corrected me as you always say weighing scale.
You're not going to finish your thought.
No, I am.
You're getting better.
I'm getting more better.
Okay.
At understanding the analytics. So here is another good example of analytics. Can we stay with it for a second without boring you too much? So as you remember, I was demonetized on Facebook for 2.5 years. A few days ago, I was monetized, and my views went from 0 reach to 2 million in about 3 hours.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Now it's at 7 million reach. So 7 million means more people are being seen, are able to see the videos. One of the reasons why is because the watermark also takes away. I didn't know this.
So weird though.
So if you read, see, they don't tell you. If you don't read the rules, you don't know. If it says the things that will make your video not be monetized is watermarks. If you put a watermark on your video, they don't post it. They don't push it out. But the side effect of that is, if you don't put watermarks, people steal your content.
Right. Yeah.
So then I've seen videos where they blurred out my watermark and then posted it as their own and got like 1 trillion views.
What videos?
This was a while back when I was in Facebook jail.
I'm mad that we call it Facebook jail.
But literally, if you put a watermark on your video or a thumbnail, not thumbnail, and Facebook looks at, YouTube looks at everything from thumbnail to watermark to everything. Mm-hmm. I do see improvements in your thumbnails over time. It helps get new viewers. No current subs will always click no matter what. Old school YouTubers versus new school YouTube. So yeah. So as I I'm reading it here.
Oh yeah, I'm delayed. So
yeah, I'm learning more about the algorithm now. Like I said, with the YouTube channel, this is my second YouTube channel. So I'm trying to go back to where I was before, which was somewhere around 88,000 subscribers. I'm at 11,000, a little over 11,000 right now. And also, here's something interesting. So, and this is important to point out. When I got monetized finally on Facebook, someone sent me video of a police action in San Francisco. Mm-hmm. And I wake up the next morning and I have a notice from Facebook that your page has been demonetized. I'm like, well, what did I do? Turns out that the video wasn't graphic, but because it had some profanity or whatever, and a guy cursing at the police, they said, we're not going to serve this up to people. And if you don't remove it, then we're going to deserve your whole account. Back to where I was before. So that's why you get a lot of fake videos, because if it's fake, then they don't demonetize it. So if you put fake stuff up all day long, it can run. But don't put up the real stuff. The real stuff will get you shut down. That's why you see, I saw a video today of a cop frisking a woman, and then he touches her buttocks, and then he actually does other things to her. And people are like, what is this? And I look it up, and I backtrack it and find out that it was fake video. But it was able to go and be out there because it was fake.
And that doesn't violate their standards?
Because it's fake.
But it also it insinuates other things, though,
It
right?
does, because the average person doesn't know the difference between fake and real.
Mm-hmm.
So they assume that if it's on the internet, it must be real.
So social media is okay with misleading people.
It's okay to mislead people.
But it's weird, though, because people will take social media as actual fact.
Exactly. And
So
that's
what
where
are we teaching people?
We're teaching people that it's okay to fake everything. Fake wins.
Oh, man, we're lost. Our society is lost. Do I sound like a boomer right now? Our society is lost.
No, it's not. See, here's the thing, though. It's being run by people who people by nature have opinions.
Of course.
So they blame everything on the algorithm. Well, it's the algorithm, but the algorithm is set up by humans. So.
Well, I don't know how this works. So do humans enter like the certain like specs or whatever is needed for the algorithm, and then when it's on social media, then it's the computer that does that.
So two things that they look for, algorithm looks for. It's a computer.
It's a computer.
It's not a computer. It's a program that looks at what you post. That they input parameters. So for instance,
parameters. There you go.
For instance, when I post stuff on social media, I can go inside and put words in that I don't allow people to post. So if they use, let's say, the N word or words like that to try to send me Nextgrams, it kicks it back.
Okay.
Not allowed.
Meaning to say that your video won't get shown.
Right. It won't. The post won't get shown.
Okay.
So now let's go back to the videos. So here's where it gets interesting with videos. So, and I posted this on my Twitter account. If you want to go there, it's Stanley Roberts TV. Right? No, just Stanley Roberts. Sorry, I'm thinking of Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is Stanley Roberts.
Stanley Roberts. It's just Stanley Roberts. Nothing else. You'll see the check mark. Doesn't mean anything anymore, but it's there. And I showed you a difference. So two things. The first one I posted about today was how you'll read a video, you'll see a video, and they'll say, "Watch till the end. You won't believe what happens." Well, by nature, you want to watch to the end because you want to see, oh my God, how's this going to end? And then you get to the end, it goes, oh, tune in for part 2.
Oh, I hate that.
And then there's no part 2.
Hate it. Or like there is a part 2, yeah. And then it says watch to the end, tune in for part 3.
Yeah, and then it's like, wait a minute, what did you just do? Or are the ones that just go forever?
Yeah.
And so what I do now is I read the comments. What do the comments say?
Yeah, some people will
comments
will reveal it.
They're like, oh, this is, so it's big.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah, so what it does is when they do that, because the longer you watch a video, because there's no one at Facebook going, or whatever, or Instagram or whatever going, oh wow, this is a great video, unless you get flagged. So what they do is the algorithm says, oh wow, you watched this for more than 3 seconds. Okay, or hey, we'll keep playing it. Oh, you watched it for more than 10 seconds. Okay, we'll keep playing it. And then it says, oh, people watched this for a whole minute and no one clicked away. This must be good. So we're going to send it to more people. And then you'll go back to that account and you'll see that, how does this thing get 300,000 views? And it's garbage. It's because the algorithm is saying, hey, people are watching this. So more people are going to watch this and you might want to send it to more people. So, and now with me, when I do my videos, I don't ever tell people, I just hopefully you'll watch it. But what happens is when you get to with YouTube, the 30-second mark is the tell for that. If people start dropping off after 30 seconds, then the algorithm says, oh, I'll get a note that says, well, this is typical for you. So it's nothing special. This is typical. You'll drop off around 30 seconds into it.
So that's why going back to your stories, that's why you dropped the open, because you realized people would watch the open and then drop off. Right,
drop off because it's 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
So this latest piece I did was uniquely, well, not uniquely different. It was the algorithm. Now keep in mind, when I did the old Stanley Roberts versions, when I worked at Cron, I wasn't monetizing my pages. I wasn't getting money on YouTube. I wasn't getting money on Instagram. It was just me posting so you guys can see it. So, and you're right, it's engagement. That's how algorithms work. The first minute is crucial. Exactly.
That's crazy.
But what people have found the way was to get around the first by getting people to watch it. And if you say keep watching, and you know by nature, oh, what's going to happen? Because we all like a train wreck. Everyone loves a train wreck.
Everyone likes a build up too, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you build up and then you have nothing.
Yeah. It makes me actually not want to watch any videos from that particular account.
Yeah. And so, right, I am doing that now too. I'm using shorts more because with the shorts you get
on YouTube.
YouTube, you can do shorts. And someone suggested that we take some of the Millennial-Boom and make shorts out of it. But
yeah, like the parts where I fall off the chair or like I fail and say something incorrect,
right.
Or you say something.
But I'm learning. Keep in mind when I did it when I worked in TV stations, there was no reason for me to look at algorithms.
Yeah.
You
weren't monetizing.
I just posted.
Yeah.
I posted because I knew you liked them.
Yeah.
And that's what I didn't understand is how people love this stuff so much. I would tell them, I don't understand why they like that.
People would binge watch your stuff.
Some of my worst videos, in my opinion, were the ones that got the most traffic. And it's crazy. It's like, I don't like this video. And then you wake up next morning and it's on like some major network. I'm like, really? That is what people picked up on? And I never made a penny when I worked for TV stations. I never did. It was just the love of posting it for everybody to see. And then the other thing I was talking about was back to the 30-second mark. So the latest video I had literally is at 80% interest all the way across.
Meaning they watched the whole
video and
was
they
it
never
5 minutes?
It was almost 6 minutes of video.
Oh.
And they watched it all the way across. And I found out the reason why they liked that was because I went back and forth. Does that make everybody happy? Not at all.
What do you mean by back and forth?
I showed the guy that didn't stop, and I go to another stop.
Okay.
And I showed the guy who didn't stop, and I go to his.
Okay.
So that was.
I'm just saying for the people that haven't
switching
watched
back
it.
and forth, it kept their attention. So when I looked at, and I posted this on YouTube to show you how the algorithm kept track of people's eyeballs, and they all stayed over. And it said your views on this are higher than you normally do, because normally they stick around. I have a 93% retention rate, but in this case it was 102%.
How do you get it over 100%?
Because they watch it over and over again.
Oh, it's for the people that rewatch.
If you rewatch it, then it can go up above 100.
That piece was pretty good because when he came home, first of all, usually when he like goes out on step, he'll call me like while he's out and tell me if he's like they've stopped anybody and like if the situation's kind of ridiculous or if it was just like normal or whatnot. And so he was telling me about this when he was still out and about, and then he came home and showed me some of like the raw video, and I was just laughing. I go, oh, I already knew this piece was gonna be good because I couldn't. I was thinking to myself like, and I know that they're bad drivers. I see them every day. I go out and catch them on my dash cam. But like I think we all talked about during the podcast, like probably a couple of weeks ago, it is like instant gratification for like us to see someone get caught doing something we always see, but there's never law enforcement around. So like your piece, like I rarely see the school bus thing, but I will usually see people like drive really slow, or I'll see people or fast, or see people like perpendicular to the roadway so that like we can't get into the lane we need to because they're blocking. So it's like instant gratification.
So Zachary, I like that name, Zachary. You know what Zachary is?
Oh, yeah, like exactly.
No, Zachary is when it says your breath smells exactly. I know what's wrong with your breath exactly.
What? I've never heard that before.
Doctor says, guy goes and says, Your Honor, doctor, I'm having such a hard time. What's going on? He goes, oh, it's okay. I checked you out. You have Zachary. He goes, what is Zachary? That's when your breath smells exactly like your butt. Zachary. So that's Zachary. That's right. I thought it was funny.
Horrible.
So Zachary wrote, creative clickbait titles, another algorithmic tool that's hard to master. And then how that works is, let's say I saw one the other day where a guy goes, oh man, this kid got killed by a baseball. And so you watch him to see if this kid dies. And you see him get with, I know.
Wouldn't want to watch something and see if a kid dies.
The sickness of this world is you want to tune in to see.
So am I rare then? Because if there's a title that says "Watch this boy die getting hit by a baseball," I'm not gonna want to.
Do you know what a train wreck is?
I'm not gonna want to watch it.
Do you know what a train wreck is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, it's when you watch something so you can see how it ends.
I don't. but see,
And so you can be outraged and talk about, why'd you post this? Well, if I didn't post it, you had nothing to be outraged about.
So wait, Gabriel says at Masswell is Carl Nielsen. So algorithm is the new Nielsen. So Nielsen is a rating system for television. Gabriel, just FYI.
So back to what I was saying before. So it said, watch this kid hit a baseball and die, right? And so it had all these views. And I'm like, oh my God, are they really going to show this? And you see the ball, the kid hit with the baseball, and then he runs the wrong direction. And I'm like, and then then his dad turns around and sends him back the other direction because he was going towards third base. Mm-hmm. This little kid, nobody died, and the
title said,
"Watch the little kid gets killed from get hit by a baseball," and he had a helmet on. So the helmet, you heard him hit the helmet, but the helmets protect you.
Yeah.
And I read the comments. Oh, this is clickbait. Oh, this is horrible. Why would you write that? But you know what?
But these people are sick because they clicked it because they wanted to see a boy die by getting hit by a baseball. Like, if I saw that, I guess I'm just really rare, but that would not be something I would want to see. Because, first of all, I don't want to see video of people dying, period. Like, period.
Now, imagine.
I never want to watch anybody die.
But here's the crazy part. So, I don't have the luxury of writing stuff like that. If I write something like that... I got called
you would
a
get
grifter.
This.
I got called a grifter because I offered coffee. Which, by the way, if you click the link up there, there's coffee.
Wow. Do you know what I just did?
Yeah.
I went like this and gave it to you. You get your
booty
hand it to you on a platter.
No, it's not. No, I just get trolled.
Okay.
So they troll me. They go, if I were to do something like that and put clickbait, but yet people do it all the time, or they'll post videos with no context. That's another thing that is, you'll post a video and say, I can't believe this just happened. But then you look, and I have a way of, me, I have a secret way of searching for stuff to determine when it was actually purposed. Anything that's out there, if you want to find it out, there's a way to find out when it was first put out.
Yeah.
I don't give that secret away. That's a news secret.
I know the secret.
But it gives me the ability to research anything you tell me to tell me if it's true or not.
Why am I having a hard time opening this?
Thanks. Recently, there was a video I saw. The guy was on TikTok, and he claimed that they found an actual spaceship in Missouri, and it had a picture of the spaceship. But the crazy part of that one is, I saw that ship before, and it's AI generated, and it was on another post like 6 months ago, and it wasn't anything to do with Missouri. It was in Brazil somewhere. They found this ship. Now, the same people apparently moved the ship to Missouri, and this guy's like, I found this spaceship in Missouri, and it's 100% legit, and it's 100% fake.
Okay, so I guess I have a question about, why do people... You answer me this. Why do people keep reposting stuff, and making up different stories for it?
Because they are getting money off of it now. It's all about the money. It's like if you post something that gets people outraged, they get money for it. So that's why you'll see these pages that farm out stuff, like on Twitter. You'll see the accounts that will post something that, would you live here with no internet?
Oh yeah, and it's like a whole AI created.
Would you live here with no internet for a year for $100,000? And I wrote one day, I could never live there because it's AI generated. It's fake.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's why I never really succeeded with social media.
So it's kind of hard to be honest on social media. And social media isn't earning an honest dollar anymore. It's how can we trick people into paying me? It's become a trick. It's become, look, magic. Watch this. I'm going to put this video up. I'm going to outrage people. And then I'm going to get money from it.
Well, there are some people.
There are some legit people
that have been successful. I feel that I can see in putting out genuine content where it helps others. And I'm still waiting for you to be successful off of social media because I feel like and I'm not biased. I mean, I might be, but I know all of you guys are here for him too. So you guys know he has like great content. So I'm still waiting for you to reap the benefits from social media for that. Because there are some people out there that put out great content and they have niches. You know, like I follow a lot of people on YouTube that are runners because I want to get my inspiration from them. I want to get like, you know, some tips on how to like increase my pace or whatever. And so there are people that follow you, myself included, that love your style of storytelling. But like, I just don't understand how you put like complete garbage on social media, and that's the stuff that pays.
So Zachary wrote, if the product is free, it means you're not a customer, but you are instead product. And you hear people say, put the product out.
Put the product out.
And what I get a lot is I get invited to participate in things because it draws people's attention. Oh, well, Stanley Roberts is going to be here. Let's get more eyes because Stanley will be here. What's he going to say? Mm-hmm. It's a strange world we live in because there are people out there who are literally trying their hardest right now. They're sitting in front of a computer with 3 or 4 screens trying to put together this great piece that tells a great story, and they want to get traffic for it. They want people to show up and see the work, and they put it up and there's crickets. And then a few minutes later, somebody put up a video of a guy picking his nose, and it's got 3 million views in 3 minutes.
I feel like that was me.
Morning, Maverick. Look who just woke up.
Oh, I don't. I'm delayed. Oh, what's up, Chris? I still can't see the post.
So now we have Hong Kong. We have the UK. I don't know who else is here, but sometimes we get people from other countries. We had Sweden before, or Switzerland. Oh yeah, you're right. What about the AI videos narrated by AI voices and sounds like the Canadian? So yeah, and even now you have to be careful because everything is not everything, because that would be a looking for the word I'm looking for. But there are some AI stuff. Remember they had the big strike because they were wanting to use AI, and if they allowed AI into the SAG, then why do you need report? Why do you need accuracy?
Well, if you have AI needs to be used in conjunction with, not to replace. You know.
England via Gallifrey. Gallifrey? How do you pronounce it?
I'm not seeing that yet.
It's coming up in a minute. The Doctor, it's on X. Okay, London area, Europe. How about Europe?
Wait, I want to read this. Mr. Anderson says, I was in the military. Want to improve your running? Do 120 sprint, 60 seconds, walk 2 minutes, do it X times a day.
10 times a day.
Oh, 10 times a day or whatever, and you'll improve. Okay, I've seen that before too, like sprinting and then walking, sprinting and alternating. It's called, I forget, there's a term for it. But I read it, and we do that sometimes during our speed workouts. I'm part of a runners group, and we do that sometimes during speed workouts, but they're actually for not as they're longer distances. So, but I want to try that because I think that might be beneficial. I don't know if I could sprint for a whole minute.
So can you do this?
But I'll try.
Can you explain the difference between the UK, GB? Great Britain and England, Wales and Scotland.
So I might be completely wrong.
You're not in America. How about that? There we go. Let's move on.
So wait, I don't see that. I don't see
it's
that.
Oh,
okay. So try explaining the difference between the UK, GB, and England, Wales, and Scotland. So from my understanding, and again, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna sound stupid saying.
No, wait, they were all the same though. No, until they had the Brexit.
Well, Wales, Scotland, and England, aren't those all part of? Oh, okay, no, I'm not going to say it.
All right.
Because I'm going to sound like an idiot, and I already know that on this topic I don't know what I'm talking about.
But you're so smart.
I'm bad. Please, I'm so sorry because I'm being. What's the thing where like when you live in the United States, like you know that misconception where it's like you only know about your own country. You know what I mean? Okay, now I'm making myself look dumb, aren't I?
No, I'm just thinking about the other day when you said America, and I'm like, there's 3 Americas.
United States. I said during the Olympics when I said America. Yeah. Well, I meant the United States.
Okay, there's North America, Central America, and South America. So. Northern Ireland.
So, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for you, the doctor, to explain the difference between the UK, Great Britain, England, Wales, and Scotland. Because what I wanted to say was that England, Wales, and Scotland and the UK were all. Never mind.
Say it.
I'm gonna stop.
If you're wrong, then we'll just fix it.
How can we fix it? We're live.
The proper name for the UK is United Kingdom, right? The of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
What is it? The proper name for the UK is United Kingdom,
Of Great
Britain, and Northern Ireland.
So which one does the Queen govern? That's
England, right?
But isn't England part of the United Kingdom? I don't know.
I don't know, and I feel so bad because
I just know the water's dirty in Paris.
I am just like
Wales and England are countries. The UK is a union, and that includes Wales, England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Britain, and the UK and its territories.
Okay, so that makes sense. So United Kingdom, that's what. Yeah, I was thinking along those lines. I'm not gonna lie, it probably would have came out wrong.
Okay, we'll move on.
But I'm gonna screenshot this.
Okay, we're moving on now.
We're moving on because I look like an idiot.
No, stop saying that. Not everybody. Have you? Never mind.
I've actually only been to London through the airport. So London Heathrow, stopping to go to Barcelona. But I would love to go and visit that area too because I've heard very wonderful things about it.
I want to go talk to King Charles and have a one-on-one.
About what?
Just anything. Just talk about pizza.
You have much more of a chance of interviewing him than I do.
Why?
Because you're famous.
You think they know me? And Stanley, come on in.
They might be like, man, he does
that.
He
You know what I mean?
do that people behaving badly segment.
Like, in other news, a black man was tackled at the King's place because he tried to enter. But I'm Stanley Roberts. No, it doesn't work that way.
Oh gosh.
All right, moving on to back to America.
Oh wait, hold on. I'll clarify. For us, it was called 60-120. Sprint 60 seconds, walk 122 minutes. The X is however many you want to do on that day. I went from an 18-minute 2 miles to a 12. I went from an 18-minute to 2 miles to a 12:30 in a couple of months. Dang. That's good. Okay. So, Mr. Anderson, another question. How often do you do this 60-120? Do you do it like once a week or twice a week? How frequent do you how often do you do it? I'm getting my running questions into.
All right. She's doing running. She's been a runner.
It's funny. I was a sprinter when I was younger, and I started doing longer distances a little bit after college, and then stopped, and then stopped, and started again. And now I'm trying to get better, and I'm planning. Did my computer just shut down?
Yeah, you didn't plug it in.
Oh, it's not plugged in. Well, anyways, I'm planning to do a 10K soon, and then hopefully a half marathon, and I want to do them all before the end of the year.
Where's your plug?
It's in the other room.
Ruh-roh.
So let me go. But anyway, so that's my goal. But I want to get a better pace, just because that's like one of my goals. But let me go get my.
No, I got you.
What? But I can't read anything.
Oh, that's right.
How did my computer turn off? It literally was at 90% when I turned it on.
Oh, must be ghosts.
My computer is
it's just powered up again.
Losing battery fast.
If it's 90%, that's.
It's at 69.
Wow.
I don't understand why it did that.
It was the ghost of Apple Pass. Speaking about Apple, while she's fixing her computer, we were at the Apple store the other day, and he said we did it daily.
We did a daily. Oh, you did it daily.
So,
okay. Oh, wow.
So
you
we're at
did
the
it
Apple
every
store.
day.
And we walk in, and there's we were told that you need to make an appointment if you want to. I got on my space.
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to read the comments. What?
All up in my space.
You told me I could read it.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't mean for you to be out of my space.
Oh, but I like your space.
Oh, I'm gonna get out of my space. So anyway.
Wow.
So while your computer's reloading again.
Okay.
I guess it's time to do an update. We decided we ate at a place called Rome Burgers because they have grass-fed burgers, really good. Grass-fed burgers are high in omega-3, which are good for you. Then we decided to walk.
Oh my gosh, you listen to me.
I do listen. Then we walked over to the Hillsdale Mall, or shopping center, whatever they call it. And we get to the Apple store, and there's a San Mateo guy working there, San Mateo PD guy. He's overtime. He's there because all the stores are getting broken into. And he's like, "Oh, have you tried the new Apple
Vision Pro?
Vision
I think.
Pro?"
Yeah.
And the technology is wonderful, isn't it? And that's somebody wrote. You can't see it.
Oh, okay.
And he says, "Well, you can probably try them on, but you need an appointment, and it's like the appointment's like 3 days."
Oh,
So in other words, you can make an appointment in 3 days. And I was like, "I don't make appointments. I don't have to."
he literally was.
So I walk over, and the guy's a big fan. And he's like, "Oh, no, you can just come right on." So we tried them out. We both tried out the Apple Vision Pro.
I literally said prison.
OMG. So I've had the Sony PlayStation headphones. This is nothing
Not
like
headphones, the
eyepiece, the headset.
I got you those. Those
Yeah, you did.
They kind of suck though.
Yeah, all right.
In comparison to
There's no strings attached. I like it when there's no strings attached.
It
So
just has a
literally,
battery
we were
pack.
trying this thing out, and it was mind blowing. It was $3,400 for the lowest tier. And the highest tier is 1 terabyte, so it's probably like $5,000. I don't know, but the immersion of those headphones were mind blowing.
Yeah, they're not headphones, Beeb. You keep calling them headphones. These are headphones. It's like a virtual set. What?
Okay, the virtual set was awesome, and I felt like, and I jumped. He said, so they gave us some chairs to sit in, and I said, okay. He said, yeah. I said, I'm gonna use this one. Doesn't have a back to it. He goes, no. You need the one on the back. I go, why? He said, you'll see, because I think Curry was shooting the ball, 3-pointer, and then the ball came flying at the screen, and
I was like this.
I literally jumped out of the way of the ball. I realized that it was virtual. We were out in the middle of the forest in the snow, and it felt like you could touch the snow.
We were also at Yosemite at the Half Dome.
At Half Dome.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is crazy.
It was very cool. Yeah.
And you can take a picture in 3D and look at it and turn it. But the part that got me was not the fact that you can do all that stuff with it, because that really doesn't really appeal to me as much. It's okay, but it's not what I really want to do it for. It's that you can take Adobe Pro and I can be like this.
Yeah, he can
edit my entire package or story just while I'm like sitting at the park. And then I can still see what's going on around me at the same time. And it's like, wait, I can lay a line down, all the video, everything.
Yeah, because the thing is when you're immersed in the visuals, you can still see what is outside. Like if you're like sitting at a park bench and like a person is walking up to you, you could still see them while you're doing all of this.
But the part that got me was, he said, so let's say you're in the kitchen. Now, I'm not trying to sell this for Apple. We don't get paid for this. But this is what was mind-blowing to us. Let's say you're in the kitchen, you want to do a recipe for, I don't know.
Apple pie.
Apple pie. So you pull up the recipe and you have it there. Now, let's say your daughter calls you, Daddy, can you come in the other room because blah, 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 blah. And so you leave to come in the other room. The recipe stays in there.
Yeah, it stays in the kitchen.
So the recipe stays in the kitchen, although it's virtual. So you come here, there's no recipe.
Yeah.
And once you go in the kitchen, it pops back, oh, by the way, here will be. Or you can take it and move it up over your head while you're doing something else.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm frozen on this one, so...
So your computer's just having issues, huh?
I guess.
So I'm not into all about being distracted, but that looks like kind of fun.
Yeah, you can see, but you are distracted. But it's one of those things where I actually, I personally, if I had it, I don't think I would use it out in public. I think one example is like you could use it while you're on an airplane, right? So like if you're, sometimes their movie selection might not be that great. So you might just watch something on your Vision Pro while you're on the airplane. With that, that's fine. And if a person, like one of the flight attendants comes up to you and is like, oh, do you want some peanuts or whatever?
You can still order the peanuts.
You could still see them and you can hear them and it's fine. So...
It was just...
But I mean, I wouldn't be walking down the street wearing them.
It's a new experience for me to see that, and it was really kind of cool that it has a real life functionality. The problem I'm having with them is that I've seen people walking down the street with those on,
Oh, really? I have not.
Oh, no, the videos of people walking down the street doing this while they're walking down the street.
I'm like, I don't want to get jacked for it. That's my main concern.
I don't know why I got robbed. I was just minding my business.
I live in the Bay Area. I'm not trying to get jacked.
Because you lose your peripheral vision.
Yeah.
So unless they put little cameras over here like a Tesla.
But when they get up close to you, you can. When they come within frame, you can see them.
Yeah.
But if someone's coming up behind you, and you have that,
and you can take pictures with it.
Yeah. You can take pictures with it. It's really cool. But, I mean, again, like, you know, it's not for everyone. And
I prefer to go outside and touch grass.
Yeah.
I don't prefer you to be on headsets 24/7, 7 days a week.
No.
Because several things will happen. You will become
sedentary,
meaning that you'll sit around and you'll start getting health issues because you're not moving around enough. You'll start to gain weight. Because you wonder, why am I gaining weight? I'm not eating anything, but because you're sedentary. With sedentary comes a lot of different health issues that people don't know exist. Diabetes, from sitting too long and not doing anything, those things come about. Now I know you're going, that's kind of a stretch, but it actually is true. From not doing anything, you can have a lot of different medical problems from not doing and getting up and doing something. Getting up for a walk. Go outside and touch grass, which is nowadays is...
It's called grounding.
No, but touch grass now is a way of people telling people to get off the internet.
Oh.
So it's a slam on some people.
Oh, okay.
So why don't you go outside and touch grass? It's kind of like, why don't you log off or delete your account?
Well, it's funny. I don't think I've ever been that obsessed with technology that I haven't wanted to go outside though, or wanted to go enjoy being with people.
So according to Zagley, more drivers are wearing Apple Vision, which would give you a lot of content for YouTube, but.
Really?
I haven't seen anyone yet. I haven't seen the sleepers yet, and I'm gonna tell you, if I'm driving and I see somebody driving down the freeway with Apple Vision on, or we get a video of that.
Usually, we see people doing this.
I never understood that though. See how
they're driving,
see how she's like this
and
right
it's
now?
literally like this.
So they're driving a Tesla, which is like the space shuttle.
It's like a high tech phone, a high tech car,
and they got the phone up. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
And obviously different laws for different states, but we're in California, so this is illegal. This mounted and going like this, if you need to pull up something, is not illegal. But so, yeah, it's people I don't understand.
Jeanette's got a call tonight.
Good night, Jeanette.
Good night. Sorry, Jeanette. We were just caught up in our own little world there for a moment.
But yeah, so I feel like technology is great, time and place for it. Not all the time, though. My opinion.
So I did an interview the other day for the Salem News Channel, and it was unique. I want to say this because as we're doing this right now, we can see ourselves in real time. But when I was doing it for them, it was an 8-second delay, and there was nothing around me but the camera. Mm-hmm. And so it's a little dot. You can't see it. But every time I would, you want to, but when you see yourself 8 seconds behind, it throws you off.
It does, yeah.
And
that's why this is me 8 seconds behind.
Yeah.
This is why, I'm usually looking at yours, but that was just weird when my computer turned off.
It was weird. It's like ghosting.
I don't know. It's funny because I might need a new battery, but at the same time, it still says 4 hours and 26 minutes until empty.
Well, you've had that computer for
I've had this computer for 10 years. And it's not hot. It didn't overheat or anything, so I don't know.
Am I hot?
Hey, Apple, if you're watching, can
am I hot? Am I overheating?
No, you're so hot. Ooh.
I wish
you're my favorite
they would
hotness.
pass distracted driving laws in the UK, but as Stanley knows, taxi drivers here are always distracted. That is true.
Oh, gosh.
So if anybody happens to catch video of someone, and don't stage it, please don't stage it. Catch video of someone in the wild driving with those headphones on. And it's your video, not video you found on the internet that you send to me, and say, and because people send me videos.
That's not theirs.
And I go, where'd you get this from? Oh, I found it on the internet. Well, you get dinged for posting other people's videos too now. But you also can't put watermarks.
Yeah, so it kind of is like a...
Full circle.
Yeah.
Kind of like a ring around the rosy.
Pocket full of posies.
Stanley, Diane needs a new laptop.
Stanley, get on it.
Diane needs a new laptop.
I know. We're not in the market to get a new laptop right now, but best believe when the opportunity is available, I will probably get a new one.
We need new laptops. We want to go all Apple because, I don't know.
I know we talked about this last week, but a lot of people were throwing out some PCs that they recommend. But I've been an Apple person since the early 2000s, and I think I might just stick with them if I try something new and it convinces me otherwise, because this has always worked for me. And so what's that saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Is that what the saying is?
Gabriel says, I strongly advise you not to go to all Apple.
Is that what the saying is?
If it ain't fixed, don't. If it ain't broke, don't
fix it. Yeah. Well, I am personally like this. My laptop is Apple. I have an iPad that I don't use anymore because it's like hella old. And then I have my iPhone. So I am all Apple. I have an Apple Watch. I mean, I'm okay with it though. Okay. I mean, to each their own. Android, Apple. But if you text me and your message to me is green,
then we have to fire you as a friend.
I'm just kidding.
We can't have green friends.
Apple is the best product for multimedia. I'm a PC guy, but Apple trumps PC when it comes to multimedia.
Yeah, and that's what the issue is. I want to use it for multimedia. I want to get, because here's the reason why it works for me. I know people, Gabriel says don't do it, but Apple doesn't have their laptops don't have as many updates. Every time I'm logging on my PC, right in the middle of it, it'll say, oh, new update. You need to shut down and start over again right now.
Well, I'm not going to call it quickly and say my laptop is broken because it's been working for me. But what I will do is after this, go plug it up in the room and do a backup. I will back up. Back my laptop up just in case. That was just really weird.
Okay.
It was just weird.
All right. Well, we're getting close to wrapping up. But since you're here, I'm going to remind you that we have Mr. Badley Coffee. And I noticed that, so some people have tried. What is this 2 up here for? You see that?
2 sources.
William. Oh, okay. William's here. Let's see if he. So that's something new. Oh, how do I close it now?
Zachley says, what is your preferred editing software? I recently switched to DaVinci Resolve.
I use Adobe Premiere. I've been using it for Adobe Cloud. I can pretty much, if I upload videos, I can take it from the cloud anywhere I can use to work on it. So that's helpful for me. And they have a lot of features that I really like. Mm-hmm. But I am, like someone said that the last piece I did, and if you want to go see it, it's on YouTube, was really good writing and really good editing. And I don't consider myself an editor. I really don't.
Considering that you've been editing all your pieces for
I know,
the
but
last,
I've seen some guys.
15 years.
I've seen some guys that will edit me circles around me.
Who cares though?
No, I'm saying, technologically speaking, if I were to take a test as an editor for like Adobe, I would fail because I'm not to that level that some people are. My level of expertise is storytelling. If you want me to tell a story, I'll write a story. Give me the video, I'll write it, and I'll give it to an editor and make it whistle. But I do it myself too. I have to do it myself because it costs. When I hire editors, it typically costs me $500 per story. So because I charge the amount we charge per day, unless it's and normally it's like a one package deal, but it ends up becoming somewhere around that range. So it gets a little expensive when you have people do the editing. But I don't consider myself an editor because I'm just not that. My editing skills are a little bit above basic. Well, a little bit higher than basic.
Mine are basic.
But then there are some people that literally can like they'll drag stuff in and they'll do color correction and they'll do this, they'll do that. At one time, all I did was dissolves. And then somebody says, all your videos have nothing but dissolves. You should try other things. Oh, okay. What should I try? Oh, you should put yourself in the video.
It's not like you went to school for editing.
I didn't.
Or you didn't even take an editing class.
I don't have any training in news.
All
my stuff is self-taught.
You know what?
I've never met him before, but tell me about him.
No, I was gonna say I didn't go to school for broadcast either, and we ended up in the same place together.
Oh my goodness.
We were meant to be.
We were meant to be.
I'm just being cheesy, guys.
So today I was telling a joke today at Sprouts that Diane was embarrassed about.
I'm leaving.
I'm going to tell my joke and then we're going to leave. Don't.
I'm leaving. That joke was so bad, Beeb. I gotta go.
Well, she's leaving, but the joke was we brought some mushrooms, and on the bag it said, wash before.
Wait, hold on. I'm actually leaving. I don't want to hear it.
It says, wash before using. And so I asked him, I said, so how long should I take a shower for? And the guy goes, huh? I said, it says wash before using. So will that make them taste better if I wash first? Or what happens if I don't wash? And the guy was like, his whole brain was fried. Anyway. All right, I told the joke. You can come back now. You can come back now.
Oh, that was the worst joke ever.
I love that joke. A lot of YouTube editors get carried away with the editing and videos turn into hypomaniac editing mess.
Gosh, that joke.
What's the scariest plant in the jungle? I give up. What's the scariest plant in the jungle? Yeah.
Is this supposed to be a joke?
As usual, Steady confuses the most bizarre way to confuse someone. I just like to mess with people's heads.
You guys, I was literally in Sprouts with him, and he told the joke to 4 people, and I was like, oh my god, I have to hear this again, and again, and again.
Oh, you're a little robot now, and again.
And again, and again.
Baboon.
I still love you, but man, that joke was really bad. If he...
Oh, baboon. Bamboo. Oh, bamboo.
Bamboo. Wait, what?
And this is the first time in 185 episodes I've ever seen Diane leave the set out of spite.
It's I gotta go. I can't hear this joke again.
If you ever hang around me, you'll get to know that I have some of the worst jokes ever.
Oh my gosh.
But they are mind benders. They make you think. And that's the important part is
they make me think about you know what they make me do? They make me rethink this whole relationship. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. They don't make me rethink it. I'm just kidding. Chris goes, oh, Diane, you love it. No! This joke.
She says to me, you give me ab workout every day.
He does give me ab workout every day. But this joke that he specifically told today was in my opinion, thought it was so bad. Usually when he tells jokes, I find them funny. And I laugh. This joke, though...
Well, it's like this one.
I was like, I don't know where this is coming from.
Shake well before serving.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. There you go. All right, guys.
See what you guys have started here? I cannot. Bill Van Ram, no, the guy wasn't blonde.
Hey, I told my daughter a joke and she never got it.
Was it the psychic one?
I said... I walked into a psychic's...
no, she got it.
No, it took her 3 days.
She got it 15 minutes, 20 minutes later.
Tell the joke.
No, I don't remember the joke that well.
I said I walked into a psychic's office and she asked, can I help you? And I turned around and left. Okay, on that note. I'm millennial.
I'm a boomer.
And we know you could be anywhere you wanted to be at this time, but you chose to be here with us.
And we appreciate that. Thank you for spending time with us.
We've been doing Millennial-Boom for a while now, and we want to thank you for taking time to answer my questions. I'm a full-time freelance editor, so let me know if you ever need YouTube help. Okay, I will. And also, it was a fungus joke.
Oh, wow.
Well, thank you. I also have to set an appointment with the other guy supposed to help with my computer. And I didn't because I've been swamped. And I have a podcast tomorrow morning, different from this one. And I have a doctor's appointment. This whole week is swamped.
Swamped?
My whole week is swamped. I have meetings every day this week.
Do you?
Yes.
Next week is swamped for me. This week is a little lighter.
So from the UK to from Europe to Hong Kong and to the Bay Area. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Betty, Veronica, Diane, just look at the Cybertruck and you'll start cracking up. Man, we've seen so many out here now that it's just it's almost expected for me to see one at least once a day. Yeah.
And yes, exactly. You can follow me on YouTube, as you do already. And if you're not there, I'm on YouTube, Mr. Badley TV. please tell your friends to subscribe. Let's get those numbers back up again to 9. I want to get that little thing you get for 100,000.
His goal is to get back up surpass his old number of 88,000 viewers or
I like
followers.
to get to if I get to 100,000 viewers, I will come up with something really cool to do for everybody. All right? Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right.
Well, I'm already following you.
Don't forget to go to store.mrbattytv.org.
There's a QR code right there at the top left of your screen.
I added some new products. There's a challenge coin there. And some of you look at the challenge coin and go, wait, that's $100? I had 300. I gave away 250 for free. Gave them away. Those things cost a little over $1,000 to make. So the rest of them I'm offering up if someone wants to get them. They're there. It covers shipping and handling and any kind of anything else that comes with it. But they're collector's items. There's only 300 in existence. I'm not making any more.
Well, there's 300 in existence, but there's only 100 now.
There's only 50 left.
Or, 50 left,
yes.
Yeah.
So, let's say funny, but you don't know where I'm going. Morris YouTube Shorts. You two are hilarious. Yes, we will be posting more YouTube Shorts if I can.
Will we?
I'm going to try to figure out how to
Am I
wait.
going to be involved in those shorts?
If I can get these to go there, then yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sometimes you guys, like, not in all seriousness. Well, kind of. But, and it's hilarious, though. But we, like, there's certain times, like, of our day where it could just be, like, a TikTok video or if someone was filming us, like, naturally how we are with each other could be, like, such a great Instagram reel or a TikTok video. Sometimes we're like, and then we think about.
Do you tell them why we don't do a lot of videos with you and I? Tell them the truth.
It's because of me. It's because, like, he'll be like, "Oh, want to do this video?" And I'm like, "No, I'm okay."
No, tell them the truth.
It's because, like, no, I'm okay. I don't look, because most of the time I'm just like, I don't feel like I'm camera ready.
I'll say it.
No, I don't feel like I'm camera ready. But another thing is I get so bothered by the fact that, like, with my own Instagram page, I have an Instagram page. I have two. The one that I use for my business, Nourish My Heart, if many of you don't know, maybe you do, but I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner. And so I created this page so I can put content out there. And I was finding that I was spending a lot of time putting the content out there and not getting any responses. Or if I was getting responses, it was all in hopes of getting, like, free services. And it just became so frustrating on me. So now, like, I don't really put any work into social media.
So, Gabriel, I have a job for you if you want to do it. I know you like to record blooper reels. Make some of the blooper reels into, like, 30, 45-second clips and send me the clips and I'll post them. And I'll tag you as the person to help you with the reel. So that way you get credit for it as well. So post them, send them to me. You know how to get in touch with me. And I'll post them. And keep in mind, though, that Chris Maverick can't watch TikTok because it's banned in the UK.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that TikTok is
made,
as people say, it's a Chinese company.
Yeah, but it's
but
banned.
You can't watch it in China. It's called something else. So
ByteDance is the parent company,
right.
I think.
But you can't watch TikToks. But they want to ban TikToks in America because you can't watch because they think it's owned by Chinese. But the Chinese don't want you to watch them in China.
Is that the reason why they want to ban it here?
They think because the Chinese are giving away information. That I'm sure that they want to see me dancing. It's like the Russians are going, oh, they're dancing right now. Oh, I think this is a good time to launch those missiles.
What?
Exactly. It's like
Who thinks like that?
And they're so worried about people stealing your ID on TikTok, while this guy is on the background going, "Well, yeah, they steal IDs on TikTok. Oh, here's all the social security numbers I got."
Oh God, don't get me started about that.
They stole all the social media, social security numbers. And we're worried about TikTok, and somebody out here stealing our social security numbers and cashing them in.
Betty Veronica says, "Nourish your beeb."
Nourish your beeb.
I try to nourish my beeb.
Oh, anyway, is that your daughter?
Please stop.
Yes, remember?
Please stop.
All right, it's not my daughter, by the way. It's not some woman either.
I was hoping we could go one episode without mentioning that. But today is not the day.
Today is not the day. All right.
Gabriel says, "How many do you want?"
I don't know. Keep them coming to us. Say stop. Send me 5 right now. 5, crisp and clean, no caffeine.
Ooh, no caffeine, but I like
And no watermarks. I'm going to put them on different platforms and get an idea how it's working with the reels.
He says, unfortunately, the videos are horizontal, and I think shorts need to be vertical, and I don't know how to change them.
I don't know well, they don't have to be horizontal. I've done some where you can have them inside of them, just smaller with a little black. So what some people do is they fill them up on top of the bottom.
Or you could just put, I think now on Instagram, you can put like a background picture.
Yeah.
And then just have the video on top of it.
Yes. So I don't know. I mean,
so maybe just clip the videos and then he can figure out how to put
the irony of everything we're doing right now is that we were taught our entire life to shoot videos.
Yep. Horizontally.
Yep. Our entire life in news business has been horizontally.
Yep.
And then they come out with social media and says, "Oh, now everything has to be vertical."
No, because I remember there were the days where like people would like have their phones though, and I always asked like, "Do you want the picture vertical or horizontal?" And most people would still say horizontal. And like just like I don't know, within the past maybe like year or two, people are like, "Oh yeah, no, vertical," because they want to post it on social media. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Oh wait, so Chris says ByteDance is a Chinese company, but the Chinese version is TikTok. TikTok is monitored by the CCP.
Chinese Communist Party?
I'm not sure.
I think that's what that means. All right. Well, they can see me. Well, I don't dance.
I tried to get him to do a dance video. Yeah, Chinese Communist Party. I tried to do. I wanted to do a series with him where we would like just learn a couple of like basic dances, but then he said something that I was like, oh, never mind.
So here's the final note.
Remember our TikTok channel called Millennial-Boom?
Mm-hmm. Remember?
We still have it. We can put him on there.
That's cool.
He's like, I'm cool. I'm good. Okay, what?
I had one more thing I thought about just now that came to mind. Remember when we used to when we tried? Oh, I remember. So now that I'm no longer demonetized on Facebook, it opened up a whole new can of worms. Mm-hmm. I got a notification that 26 videos that had music on it. The music, now keep in mind, came from posting on Instagram, and they share them. They would share the video to Facebook. It would share the video automatically to Facebook. I'm saying it one more time.
Yeah.
I would post on Instagram. They recommend you use music. It says your video is being shared on Facebook. All right? I took the music that they gave me to use.
Yeah.
And it went over to Facebook. And now that Facebook made it so I can be monetized, I got a notification that I have 26 videos that have music that are in violation of their terms of service.
So you know what you have to do?
So I had to go back and start to... Now, here's where it gets interesting. You have 3 options. You can contest it, you can delete it, or you can mute it. If you contest it and you lose, it's a strike against you. If you mute it, they tell you, well, by muting this video, you've determined that you made a mistake, so therefore we're going to demonetize your account. The only option you have is delete the video. Now,
can't you just... It's extra work, but if you're going to post on Instagram...
No, this was video I did in 2023.
No, but what I'm saying is...
But they all popped up now.
You just post a separate... You
post
one version for Instagram and then the other one for Facebook. I'm saying
they were pushed over automatically by themselves. In other words...
take that out.
Yeah, I have to turn that off.
Yeah, you have to
so
turn it off.
So when you move it over... So now, I get it. Okay, so it's like, oh, if you're at risk of being demonetized because you have all these songs that are not approved on Facebook, which they moved over. I didn't.
Well, because you have that set.
Well, okay. But why have a setting if you can't do it?
No, I totally understand.
Now, they also said to me, if you want to get more traffic, you should do something called a stitch. Now, a stitch is when, let's say you're doing something.
I know stitches, yeah.
Well, people don't always know what a stitch is.
Oh, yeah.
A stitch is when you did a video, and I want to capitalize off of some of the popularity of it, so then I can't actually do anything. I can just stand there and listen to it.
Yeah, like watch it.
Like watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe this happened. Oh.
Like just react to it.
Just react to it, basically.
Yeah.
So I did a video where I reacted to it. Right? It was.
I remember the video.
And I get a notification saying, "Oh, you're using music that wasn't allowed." I didn't use the music. I did not use the music.
The music was part of the other video.
They didn't even go after them. They went after me.
I don't know how that works. if someone is watching Facebook, or someone watching Facebook, if someone from Facebook is watching us, will you please answer these questions first? Because we're confused.
I am so confused.
Like, legit confused.
The only thing I can post is like no music, no sound. And another thing that I really don't like is that they say use Meta approved music. So I went in and typed in Meta approved music. And it gave me other thing that says royalty free, which I'm assuming is the same thing. It's not. Because, and I thought, okay, I know what I'll do. I will buy a license to use my own music. That way there's no more problems. But then the license, YouTube goes, oh, now Facebook goes, yeah, that's our music too. I'm like, how can that be your music when I actually bought it? It's mine. I had people tell me that they made their own music. And Facebook told them that oh no, now it's our music now.
That's why I kind of gave up on social media, to be honest. It was a lot more harder work, I think, than it was easier. So
yeah, I used to do videos, stream my
yeah, that's what she said.
GTA
Betty Monica
Live.
is saying try Twitch live streaming, playing an interesting video game or watching videos you posted. People dig the interactive content. That's kind of a good idea. Like, you can always not doing GTA, but like playing your videos that you edited and like doing commentary on it.
Okay.
That's kind of a cool idea. Like, you just do like a little, like, I don't know, it's not called.
Well, I need a new camera for that. That's a whole new thing. You got to have a camera. You have to have a whole booth. We don't have the setup for that.
Okay.
We're not that.
Well, it's a future idea then.
We're not that savvy yet. We don't have the resources to have a room that's immersive.
Well, how did you do the live GTA streaming then?
Because when we had the little camera that sat there.
Did you get rid of that?
No, I still have it.
Oh.
But it's outdated. It's old.
Okay.
We'll do it later. All right, guys. Sorry, we're gonna rant.
That was all him.
It's all me. All right, Mr. Badley TV, YouTube. Go there, subscribe. We are a nonprofit. My Mr. Badley stuff is nonprofit videos. So basically, if you want to help us do more videos, please contribute. Felix, thank you. I noticed you did make a contribution to the nonprofit version of it. Thank you very much. I did remember that. And another person.
Oh yeah, Felix was on here and he said he needed he had a love question.
He never answered.
I don't think he posted it though.
Felix, are you still there? You had a love question you didn't answer? No, I think he said he wanted to learn about love. Now he had a love question.
Oh, okay.
So Felix.
Yeah, that's what I was saying exactly. Rewatch your old content with your own commentary.
Yeah, that's just it though. My old content, somebody took it from me. So they'll just. I'm not going to go back to that same thing and being demonetized over fake allegations. It's just too much of a hassle. So they won.
Okay.
They won. I was trying to find a good litigation attorney, but we'll see. All right. Thank you, Doctor, for subscribing. He said, I need love advice today. Is Felix still there or did he leave? Felix, we're waiting for you. What's your love question? Or we're out of here. Ghost, 60, we call it 69, 86.
Gone in 60 seconds?
86.
Oh.
Is he still here? Is he still here? Hello? Felix, are you still here? Nope, he's gone. Okay, we're good. All right, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thanks
Subscribe.
for watching.
Thank you for watching again. YouTube. Subscribe. If you're on Twitter, that's why he's watching Stan and Diane. Also, if you're on Twitter, please follow. If you want to make a subscription for it, please do. I love subscriptions. You'll get the videos first. On the subscription, people saw the video before anyone else saw it because they subscribed. So if you subscribe, you'll get it first.
Nice.
All right? Love is a 4-letter word, depending on which way you look at it. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. You're not going to eat the hot pepper?
No. I'm not.
All right. You scared?
No.
You scared?
No. You can eat the hot pepper. Ugh. You okay over there? Your face looks funny. Do you need some sparkling water?
You
want some water?
I need milk. I need to. What the hell just
What
happened?
did you just do?
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Really?
Oh, making it hotter. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. I gotta go. Bye. Whoa. Good night.